Cats engage in a variety of interesting behaviors, many of which have become trademarks that many people identify as stereotypes of that old-school cat behavior. Outside of grooming, meowing, and purring, if you had to make a list, it's fair to suggest that some degree of lip-licking would enter the discussion. And sure, that action is often seen and is expected to be seen after a meal as part of that post-meal cleanup. But what are the other reasons for the lip-licking? Why do some cats seem to lick the lips for reasons that seem less than obvious to us? Is lip-licking a reason for concern? Could a health problem be brewing? In this material, I'll share a few of the notable reasons for the feline lip-licking that have nothing to do with post-meal or a snack, from general grooming to stress and anxiety to a host of motivations in between. I'll note the reasons, and in the process perhaps calm your worries with respect to if this lip-licking is indeed normal or a cause for concern. As with any health measure, it's always paramount that you share your concerns with a top professional, but the goal today is to bring attention to this topic, and if your cat is engaging in what you consider to be some rather unusual or perhaps obsessive lip-licking, I'll mention the potential reasons. Interesting topic, and I certainly hope a helpful one. I've got you covered. Stay tuned. Let's start things off with basic grooming. When cats lick their lips, even when food has nothing to do with it, basic lip licking does take place during a grooming session. Cats are always cleaning their faces, removing loose fur and debris. This is even more notable if and when a cat is outside or returns home from spending time outside. Keeping that face clean, the lips clean, and the nose clean, keeping those whiskers clean. You can think of this similar to washing your own face in the morning. It's not about cleaning up after a meal, it's about cleaning up for the sake of general hygiene. In cats, our feline friends could likely teach a class on hygiene. Cats, especially if they've just completed a grooming session, they'll lick their lips in an effort to clean their face after finishing the task of routine grooming. Felines, well, they don't really have the luxury of towels and washcloths and all of our hygiene tricks. Sometimes the cleaning crew needs a clean-up of their own after all is said and done. Now let's talk about lip licking as a means to calm the nerves and quell anxiety. Sometimes cats will self-groom by means of lip licking in order to self-soothe. In previous videos, I mentioned how purring can be almost like a coping mechanism, or is a coping mechanism for some cats. Purring is a way to calm down, to give a cat a bit of self-assurance or reassurance. Fidgeting, lip licking, it's not unlike humans. Have you ever been on edge and just started fidgeting around with your clothing or wringing your hands a bit, biting your nails? Just something to keep yourself in motion because you were a bit on edge and uneasy. Sometimes cats will resort to lip licking as a means to reduce or relieve stress. Cats that are upset for whatever the reason can engage in lip licking. Aggressive grooming, pulling out large chunks of fur. When cats are upset, stressed, and generally frustrated, excessive grooming can be a way to vent just a bit. Well, so can this lip licking. Monitor your pet if this lip licking, for what appears to you like no reason at all, is coupled with either lethargy, outright aggression, aggressive fur grooming, pulling out fur. There could be something brewing that is causing your cat great concern. It could be health related or something within the environment that is being met with unfavorable approval from your cat. Pay close attention. If things continue to take a negative turn, take your cat to the vet, if for no other reason than to rule out any underlying health matter. When negativity has invaded your cat's life, whether internal or external, lip licking and lip grooming could become a common behavior. Now, just for a moment, let's take a bit of a detour and let's talk about food. Not the post-meal grooming, but perhaps the "oh boy, I can't wait for the meal" posturing. This is harmless and very common. Cats in anticipation of a meal, especially if they're watching it being prepared and anxiously waiting, it's certainly not uncommon for some lip licking to take place. The visuals, the smells, this can activate the lip licking. When it comes to this reason, you really should expect nothing less, to be honest. This is a natural and normal reaction to food. And outside of the post-meal grooming, it's fair to say that the pre-meal lip licking is a common association that we think of when we think of cats and this topic. Now, when it comes to general health matters and only health matters, lip licking can be done for a wide variety of reasons. One of the most common involves the teeth and the gums. Just like people, when our mouth hurts, we're a lot more inclined to give it our attention, touching our mouth, touching our teeth, rolling our tongue along those sensitive areas, either as a way to investigate or perhaps soothe the discomfort. If your cat is doing a lot of lip licking while also finding it difficult to chew, the two issues could be directly connected. It hurts to eat, and the lip licking is meant to calm down the issue. Anything that deals with the mouth in most any capacity could prompt a cat to lick the lips and heavily groom the mouth. This also extends to something being trapped in the mouth, something stuck in the teeth or the gums. Cats are curious, and they can get into a lot of things. A small object of both the food or non-food variety could be causing the issue. It should also be noted that some cats, especially if known sickness has been on display, vomiting for example, felines will lick their lips to either clean the aftermath or attempt to dismiss a foul taste, attempting to rid themselves of the taste or even the scent. And before I close things out, I want to address what could be the elephant in the room for some cats, and that is simply lip licking out of habit. A situation where the reason is not really there at all. There is no real reason involved other than to simply do it. Somewhere along the way, over the course of time, it just became the routine. Perhaps once done for a legitimate reason. The licking is now common even though the root reason, the initial reason, has long since passed. Going back to the act of self-soothing, for some cats, lip licking is not only a comfort during times of stress, it's just a comfort in general times. For every example of a common behavior and what could be deemed harmless behavior, we have issues of stress, anxiety, and a potential underlying health issue. Making sure that your cat has a safe and feline-friendly home environment can really go a long way and prove to be invaluable. Making sure that your cat is comfortable and feels content. That can eliminate a great many things when it comes to negativity. As for health, those routine vet checkups are undefeated. If you have questions and concerns, never be afraid to ask. Being proactive never goes out of style. Making sure that your pet is both physically and emotionally sound is very important. Lip licking, the act itself, can have many layers. You start to notice something that's a bit different. The act becoming more frequent. Take a positive measure if the situation becomes a point of concern based on your cat's general behavior. If something looks a bit abnormal and unusual to you, as a cat owner, you're probably correct. Having a healthy knowledge of your cat's baseline, how they act when all is well, can help you to detect when things just aren't right. To the audience of Senior Cat Wellness, this lip licking, is it a common behavior from your cat, or is it only reserved for meals and grooming? Your stories, general thoughts about this topic. That comment section, as always, it's all yours. And if you enjoyed this content, please give the video a like and subscribe to the channel. I'd love to have you as a member of the Senior Cat Wellness family. And until next time, thank you so very much for watching, and I will talk to you later.